Our next team represents Germany, 16-year-old Darya GRIMM and 20-year-old Michail SAVITSKIY. First after the rhythm dance. They've had a successful junior Grand Prix season so far. They will need a 82.87 to take the lead. Their personal best is 91.68.
Darya GRIMM and Michail SAVITSKIY, they'll be disappointed. The program is so difficult. I actually think of all the free dances that we've seen on the circuit,
yeah, it is
the most difficult.
And I noticed that more tonight. Like it didn't, you know, like, wow, this is hard. Look at the ice. It's quite rough and it's hard to slide. And wow. A lot of detail in that program.
There's so much detail, and there's so much in it. It's a great free dance. The music's amazing. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see the implications of the mistakes. The straight line lift. I don't know if she was going to go over his head and change the pose in a different way, and that dropped a couple of levels, and the grade of execution is negative. I felt like they were en route to a much bigger score. And in my head, I was just checking midway through to see the score of the Americans who lead the standings, Lena Set and Artem Markelov, to see if they could come close, but the mistakes make that impossible.
This is the difficult entry into the... And she has to hesitate before she goes into the twizzle, so he catches up.
But that's, I mean, that transition between first and second, I mean, it's so hard. It's hard in isolation, never mind within, you know, the element, the middle feature. Rotational lift, fine. You know, it's a brilliant program here, the straight line lift. So this was change of pose. I'm not sure exactly, but there was definitely a different feature intended and struggling to come out of it. And the judges just, they have to go minus GOE. This, the 1 foot, choosing to do the twizzle first. Nobody does that. Nobody puts the twizzle first. Nobody does a right back inside bracket. They're going for...
Because
it's so, it makes it so much harder. Doing the twizzle at the start kills the speed. A right back inside bracket, harder to do. So respect to them for choosing such difficulty here. That as a transition within the element, also so hard. So it's going to be amazing to watch it develop with more run-throughs. And as I said after the first event, he was ill before the first event. Oh, yeah.
And then the hand, too, his hand is
he
cut.
had
He had to
stitches
use that
in his hand last week. So, you know, that's maybe that's why the straight line lift. And I think he said that he uses that left hand within the lift, uses it in the feature at the end. So,
well, they have one fall now, and their personal best is 98.37. They won't see that here, but they'll just need an 82.87 to take the lead. Should have enough for that.
Yeah, and this is where you want to shout out and say, you know, it's going to be okay because they've had all these illnesses and now the injuries. Now, a few more weeks of training, this program will really develop. And they're so united as a team, Rostislav.
90.17, that is first in the free dance. And Michail's going, okay. 155.88 for the competition. That'll put Darya and Michail into first place. There are 2 teams left. They are on the podium. So that's safe in regards to the Junior Grand Prix final, probably.